up, Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Mahotsukai no Yome, aka the Ancient Magus' Bride chapters 102 through 103. And before we get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So this month we are continuing with the backstory of Elias's cursed patron. So let's get to this chapter and see what's in store for us today. So 102 is titled Rain Before 7, Fine Before 11, Part 2. Keith! Hank? What the hell, man? I had no idea you were back. You made it back from the front line. Do you know what year it is? It's the spring of 1920. Exactly. Where have you been the past year and a half since the war ended? Well, one of my squad mates is from London, so I've been rooming with him. I only came to pay my hometown a short visit before returning to London to search for a job, or so I thought. Okay, but still, you coming back alive is moot if you keep working for the cursed Latimers. I know you have no one else to turn to, but just the other day, their son fell off his horse and died. What if... Ooh, Miss Katrina! Ooh, she's beautiful. It's still too cold for you to walk this far out. Besides, isn't the baby coming soon? It doesn't matter. The first born children of the Latimer family don't live for long anyway. That's so sad. Really is. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. There was a foul scent coming from that girl. Well, what scent? It was the scent of a curse. God, this art is so pretty. That man named Hank said the Latimers were cursed. Her corrupted scent tells me he's right. And you can pick up on this because you're a ghost? I'm no ghost! Don't call Elias a ghost. Then what are you? You sure look like a vengeful spirit when I saw you under the bridge. I let my curiosity get the better of me and took you in. If you're not a ghost, then, are you a demon? To be honest, I don't know. I was raised by two mages, but I'm still not sure what I really am. Is that so? Well, I guess that makes two of us. You're not human? This is very true. And we've seen this, in multiple series, but since, it was brought up here with him, I think, wait, hold on a second. Is it gonna bug me? With Keith, yeah, here we go. With Keith saying that he came back from the First World War, and ironically, this is the same case with Gary in Drunk Bullet, and Gary said when he was hallucinating from abstinence that he was getting like PTSD from all the shit that he experienced on the front line. And hell, even his fighting skills and stuff like that was very inhuman. And this line right here really reminds me of this. And if you're not reading Drunk Bullet, by the way, go read it. I cover it on this channel. Going to war wait, hold on, here we go. You're not human? Going to war makes you second guess if you were ever really human. I've heard that before, and obviously, as I mentioned with Gary and Drunk Bullet, that's very true. And also, you know what another series kind of makes you think that as well, or makes me think of that as well, is Golden Kamuy. And you know what, Rurouni Kenshin kind of makes you think of that too. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who is that? Hank? Why would he be sneaking up on my place this late at night? Um, Keith, Miss Katrina, what are you doing here? Stop calling me Miss. Please just let me be myself. Um, what's that? A demon? Oh, you can see me too? You two are my childhood friends? Um, yes, in secret. After all, Katrina is the landlord's daughter and I'm a shepherd's son. But unlike all the other kids, we had a knack for seeing things like you. We bonded over it and started to play together in secret. So she had the sight the entire time. What's your name? Elias. Oh, really? You share your name with the great prophet? The one who named me was Rahab the mage. So technically, keep this in mind, technically, Elias, that's not his true name. Remember, he was named Elias. That's not his true name. Oh, really? A mage? They really exist? I know you're tired of being coddled, but you best get back home soon. Widowed or not, if your parents learn that their pregnant daughter is visiting a man, do you also believe that the Latimer curse is contagious? Well, all I'm saying is that you're the landlord's only daughter who's about to be a mother. You shouldn't be spending time with a pathetic farmhand who's lost his will to live. Don't let yourself down like that. Say, I'd like to know more about the Latimer's curse. Well, around here, it's a chilling legend that everyone knows. In the old days, our village had a hedge witch like all the others. So we're getting to know more about the hedge witch. She would cure ailments and give love potions to young maidens. But one day, a crooked landlord came to her door. Sorry, I said crooked. I'm sorry. But one day, a crooked landlord came to her door. Treatment for my daughter's illness requires a fortune. More sheep must be raised in a larger pasture. I command you, leave. I've been living here since before your great-great-grandfather was even born. If anything, you should be paying me rent. The landlord was infuriated by her retort. The next day, he brought his servants with him. They tore. Oh, that was stupid. Hold on, let me go back to this. What she said here. Treatment for my daughter's illness requires a fortune. More like, he wanted her to treat his daughter. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, why is if he wants this witch to treat his daughter, why does he want all this from her? What the fuck? I don't blame her for this. I've been living here since before your great-grandfather was even born. If anything, you should be paying me rent. Damn straight. She shouldn't. No, if anything, she should be allowed to live there for free. The landlord was infuriated by her retort. The next day, he brought his servants with him. They tore the witch's house down and murdered the witch. What an asshole! Like, he wanted her to help his daughter. I don't blame her for what she's gonna do here. But with her dying breath, the witch placed a curse on the landlord's family. I shall curse all of the women who bear your descendants. I will take their firstborn child and their lastborn child as well. But your arrogant line will never be snuffed out. You will breed children like sheep and watch them die. He deserves it. That is the Latimer family curse. Let's see. That is the Latimer's family curse. Okay, so let's read this curse one more time. I shall curse all of the women who bear your descendants. I will take their firstborn child and their lastborn child as well. But your arrogant line will never be snuffed out. You will breed children like sheep and watch them die. Well, why sheep specifically? Well, remember what was said by the landlord in regards to his daughter. Treatment for my daughter's illness requires a fortune. More sheep must be raised in a larger pasture. I command you, leave. The thing that is just so weird about all this is, why not have the witch make a cure? I just don't understand that. It's weird. really weird. But you know what? This curse is very, very similar to the one that the gods casted in Re-Rise of Poseidon. Very, very similar. For those of you that have read Re-Rise of Poseidon, let me know what you guys think. If you guys think that this curse is very similar to that. It's similar. Here's where it's a little bit different, though. There was no descendants involved in this at all. No. I'm talking about where the hero in question had to watch his family die in the worst way possible. That's what I mean. When my little brother was born, his body was covered in some sort of miasma, and after 1 week, so whether or not the legend is true, I believe that the curse is real. Well, if the witch was in fact killed, then the curse is well deserved. I agree, Elias. Well, no shit, it is deserved. Most witches live near humans, so they have a similar thought process. It's quite common for them to cast curses on commission, too. A personal vendetta would be, so what? Why do I have to suffer for something my ancestor did ages ago? I haven't done anything to deserve this. Your ancestor was fucking stupid. Like, why not ask the witch to, like, cure his daughter? Was not doing anything the problem? Was I wrong to marry the man my father chose for me? Yes. Should I have gone looking for a man I didn't even know was still alive? This isn't a Cinderella story. There is no mage, to save the day for me. My mother and father don't believe the curse since they can't see it. They say children dying early is just nature taking its course. Considering the time period, yeah, I can understand that. But even though this is the child of a dead man who I never loved, I can't bear to bring it into this world just to watch it die. Was the means to dispel the curse not passed down? I wouldn't be crying if it had been. Knowledge of a curse is usually passed down together with the means to dispel it, but I guess not this time. Here, let me tinker with it. Huh? Oh. Keith, I know you acted without thinking, but that was still dangerous. Damn, because Keith brought the axe and was trying to attack him. It's a strong curse indeed. It must be... Ooh! So the curse was the one that drove Keith to do it. But, it's a strong curse. Indeed, it must be a deep-seated grudge that fuels it. I do not blame this witch for doing it. Seriously, that guy was fucking stupid. I wonder how it became this distorted, but it isn't complex by any means. I might be able to deal with it after the baby is born. This curse is not unbreakable. Alright, let's get back to the war. Oh, so we're seeing the war stuff here. Britain's flag has always stood for justice. Britain's foes has known that they could trust us to do our best, make the cannon cease. Hey, Keith, there's a letter for you. Who'd write to me? I don't even have any family. Yeah, right, I know. You want a letter from that girl. Yeah, right, I know. I know you want a letter from that girl back home. But then again, you can't accept one in your wretched state. Keith, your hands are too bloody. Keith, oh. This is very similar to what we saw, or what we've seen. Remembered, not just what we've seen in Drunk Bullet and Golden Kamuy. We've seen this in Black Butler as well. If you stare into the dark far too long, a nightmare will feast on your heart. A nightmare? I just expelled it. Thanks. If only the nightmares could be expelled like that. I still haven't gone back home yet. My heart's still in the trenches. But this page, though, where we're seeing in the nightmare, Keith's still in his nightmare, and he's looking at his hands like they're entrenched in blood, is just so, so powerful. But who is that woman, though? let me make sure. Okay, here we go. That day when I called out to you, I was hoping you were a ghost, or a demon that would curse me to death. I told you I'm not a ghost, but do you really want to die, Keith? All I really want is to tend to sheep while reading a book, and go for drinks with my mates on the way back from a livestock auction, then come home and get a kiss from the girl I love. Deep down, I guess I just want to be reassured that I still have a chance to become happy like that. I can understand that. I do. But something that's great about this chapter so far is, I think that if you're a veteran, you probably can relate to this too. Is that veterans that have been on the front lines, when they return home, it's really hard for them to reassimilate back into society, and more often than not, it's why they go back. They return to the front lines. But this is a little bit different, because this is like post World War One, and not being in the trenches. And he's dealing with PTSD to boot. And some soldiers, I mean, can't deal with it. But anyways, would that make all humans happy? No. What would make me happy? There are many different things that can make humans happy and sad. It must be tiring. Very true. You know, you're not. You're not so much a ghost as a. What's with the 4-leaf clovers? I plucked them from their hill. I'm planning to use them. Oh, and Keith, Katrina's child was born this morning. Ooh, okay, so let's take a look at the child here. Here we go. Katrina, where do you think you're going? It's only been 3 days since you gave birth. Come to the hill out behind Keith's shack. The darkness will make it easier for me. If the journey's too hard on you, I can help. I have to break the Latimer family's curse. There's no such thing as a curse. It's just an unsavory tale. Children are weak, and the weakest ones don't make it. That's just how it is. That's the way it's always. Oh, that's what you think. I'll do you a favor just for tonight. Seeing it with your own eyes is quite convincing, isn't it? Oh, there's a miasma. So, Katrina, are you all right? Eep. I'm well enough, at least enough to run around the pasture with you. You idiot! You should have at least brought the nanny with you. Your family. Wait. Your family has one, don't they? Bushy Road. I keep tweeting them about this too. Bushy Road, for the love of fucking God, please, please make some of this lettering just a little bit bigger. That's all I'm asking. I will say this though, it's a lot better than some of the other lettering that we've had where it's like almost impossible to read, but just a little bit bigger would be nice. Keith, what's the meaning of this? You stay away from my daughter. We can talk this over later. I'm not going to harm her. Elias, we're counting on you. The consumption has already begun. I have to be quick. I'll have to be quick. Oh, this is so beautiful. So this is the witch. Don't tell me, are you the witch that cast the curse? Ooh, this witch is beautiful. Katrina! Oh, ooh, so Elias removed the curse. Because that curse was basically like, has basically all but consumed that baby. All done. Here. Oh, the baby has been saved. Keith, Elias, are you alright? The witch got away. Well, the witch got away for now, but at least the baby is not. The curse has been removed. Oh well, that was, only her, residue. How come you're crying? Thank you. Whoa, Elias, you're a mage. You're a mage? I see, of course. I didn't know where to go from that bridge until you reached out to me, so I considered this my way of returning the favor, but from now on, I'll deem myself a mage and expect a formal request. He's been there for us ever since then. I see. Wait, wasn't the curse dispelled? What is there left for Elias to do? At first, I was confused too. At first the wedded couple thought so too. Okay, now this is, yeah. Here we go. Wait, you mean they got married despite their social standing? Um, it's your name that confirms status, not your blood. Um, there are ways around it, but to their surprise, the curse manifested in their fourth child, so they went straight to Elias for help. Interesting. So, despite Katrina marrying someone that wasn't a Latimer, and having kids with someone that wasn't a Latimer, the curse returned for their fourth child. But hold on, let me just make sure. Where's the curse? So it was their first. It's the firstborn and the lastborn. So that fourth kid must have been their lastborn child. Okay. Lastborn slash final child. I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's weird," but no. That's probably just how the witch said, prophecy and all that. Katrina wrote about it in her manifested in their fourth child. So that's their final child, lastborn. So they went straight to Elias for help. Katrina wrote about it in detail in her diary. As it turns out, Elias can only dispel the curse on each baby as it is born. The Latimer family will forever be cursed, so long as we don't know the proper means to dispel. But we're doing just fine thanks to Elias. Not to mention that he provides us with effective wards. Now, I need to go make a quick work call. That baby was giving off a foul scent, but you aren't. Oh, so Chise is meeting the witch. Are you really responsible for that curse? She refuses to speak to this day. Nobody knows anymore if that legend is true or not. Jasper, our family's been cursed, by a terrifying witch for generations, but we have our very own mage to save us from a crisis. That's clear. That's the clear curtain truth that we can verify right now. Come on inside. It's cold out today. We have to wait for the mage to finish his story. Or that story, I'm sorry. We have to wait for the mage to finish his work. So, that's a very interesting thought, though. That I want to go back to what Chise said here. That baby was giving off a foul scent, but you aren't. Are you really responsible for that curse? What? Hold on. She refuses to speak to this day. Nobody knows anymore if that legend is true or not. That's a great question, though. Based on what we're seeing here with this witch and what Chise said, is that true? Is it true? Or, here's the other thing that could be possible. The legend, or could it be both, where the legend is true, but the witch has been watching over the family for the past, for all these years to see if if the family has changed, and to see if they are worthy to, if it's worth dispelling the curse. I have to wonder if that's the case. At least in my opinion, I feel like that could be the case where the witch has been watching them all this time to wait for the right time to give Elias the go ahead to remove the curse, or for her to just remove the curse. To me, that would make the most sense, because keep in mind, something that happens with spirits is spirits that still have business on Earth, that have a grudge. They can't move on to the afterlife. So I have to wonder if that's the case here with this witch. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But anyways, let's get to chapter 103. Make sure. Okay. Yeah, his great grandma is a fae. I mean, a neighbor. Oh, I mean neighbor. We were attacked by this weird monster. What? No, I'm fine. I threw a bottle at it and got away. So now we're back with Stella and Ash and Eyes. And remember the last time we saw them, we met a hybrid. There we go. Stella, it's time for breakfast. You really need to stop yakking on the phone first thing in the morning. I'd be gaming if I could, you know. Gaming and phone calls are nothing alike. I'm checking in on a friend to see how she's doing. I think that's probably a better thing that she's talking to someone on the phone more than gaming. Sure, if you say so. How precious are the lives of a child, but I wonder, why did the residue attack that demi-human? And was it alone? Help! Ooh. It's wolfing them down. It's wolfing them down. Does that go to show how much it hates this country? It doesn't matter. The more factors, the better. I hope we can meet him soon, don't you, Master? Woo! Yes, it's the mage! Oh yeah, and that's the beast we saw a while ago with Ash and Eyes and Stella, the one that Ash and Eyes whooped. But it's become a piggy. But let's read this again. It's wolfing them down. Does that go to show how much it hates this country? It doesn't matter. The more factors, the better. So is he behind it? I hope we can meet him soon, don't you, Master? So he's behind it? What? We knew there was something sus with him, but woo! So this chapter is titled Big Fleas, Big Fleas Have Little Fleas Part 1. Everything begins whether you like it or not. Oh, this style page is beautiful. Where we have Chisei coming out of an egg. And I think this is a dragon egg too. Joseph! My baby! It's my sweet baby! Why is it so noisy? Yes, all right. Thank you. I'll see you later. I'm glad Stella seems to be doing well. Oh, it's a familiar. We have mail. Thank you. Oh, this one's for Elias from the college, and this one's for me from Alexandra. Dear Chisei, I hope this letter finds you well. This college is still under the curse, not curse, I'm sorry, under the guise that this is just a normal Christmas vacation. I was very worried when I heard that you melted like mud and sank it to the ground that day. I'll spare you the details for now, but you'd best prepare for plenty of tests once you come back. I really don't remember what happened. When I asked Elias, he only told me that I swam. But for better or worse, I've heard that you and the other children did the best you could. An experience like that is hard to come by, even for advanced alchemists. I need you to drag everyone involved with the incident back here with you so that I could run tests on them all. I look forward to seeing you again at the college. And one last thing. Please deliver the letter to Mr. Ainsworth by hand. I can't trust him on account of his priors. Priors? Wait right here. I'll hand it to him right away. Elias, you have a letter from the college. Elias? I guess he's not at home. Where could he have gone? Zoe? Lucy? What's going... Atavism? I told you that Gorgon gorgons might be descended from dragons, remember? Dude, he has wings! What? Of course, that's only a legend, and I don't know how true it is. But there are very rare cases where a gorgon will change into what we call it atavism. But it's so rare that no one alive has seen it. I wonder in the case of ZOEY, because he is a demigorgon. Because remember, he has a human parent. I wonder if that's why he has this atavism. That child was the same too. So you sprouted a pair of wings? What? So you sprouted a pair of wings? What's the big deal? That's nothing compared to your hair turning into snakes. You really think so? Because it feels to me like I sprouted an extra set of arms, but that's no big deal. I think that's awesome, to be honest. Lucy's so simple and laid back when she doesn't have a strong opinion. What a relief! I've always wanted to be able to control my snake hair and eyes like the other gorgons. I wasn't expecting wings. Like, see, I can understand that from Zoe's perspective. From Zoe's perspective, like with gorgons, it's gorgons typically have snake hair, and with he was raised around the average gorgon, so I understand that. But I'm starting to think I can deal with them. Oh, I'm starting to think I can deal with them thanks to you, Lucy. Best ship! Best ship! You cannot deny that this is peak ship! Good. Oh, but I'll need to tell my parents about this. Now I'm getting nervous again. Do you feel any pain or discomfort? You've been bedridden for the past few. I wonder if that's why he had to be bedridden. Was because of his wings. You've been bedridden for the past few days. No, I'm okay. In fact, I feel like I can sort of better process light sounds and smells. I wonder if it's related to the wings. It's still just as noisy now, but I'm able to tune it out better. Oh, I can relate. I was able to start tuning things out after I started studying music. I could tell. I could tell what I was and wasn't supposed to listen to. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, if you study music, then that I'm trying to think of the right wording for this. For studying like specifically like musical hearing and stuff like that, yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty tough to filter it out at first. I had a rough time listening to my spiders one at a time when I was little. Yeah, because when you're studying music and you have to listen to specific sounds. Now I remember. Is it music theory that I'm thinking of? Yeah, music theory. When you're studying music theory, you have to be, and you're like doing music compositions. You have to like focus on specific sounds, and then once you finish writing the piece, everything comes together. Hell, when you're conducting a piece, you have to learn everything so you can focus on each sound. But yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Hell, even if you're playing an instrument or singing, like you have to make sure you can focus on each sound so you can figure out what part of the piece you're in, and learn how to blend into the sound. Or if you're a solo, stand out. So I understand, as someone who played clarinet and sang for like several years, I understand that. Don't you have a let's see. I guess it's not so bad after all. Now I'm feeling hungry. Let's ask for some food. I bet we'll get a feast since it's New Year's Eve. Chise, don't you have a letter to deliver to Elias? Oh, yeah, the bird's staring at her. Good day. Oh, you again. Are you buying or selling? I hope you could give me a good price again. Well, what have we here? Light flowers in this season, and they're all blessed by a goddess. This too. Oh no. Wait. Oh ho! Now there's something I haven't seen in ages. Distorted residue. Ooh. See, Elias has another reason for wanting to dispel the Latimer curse. He could make a profit off it. Distorted residue, good for eating and good for cooking. It's gotten harder to get my hands on this. There have been fewer births as of late. That's a little depressing. They need to bring more healthy children into the world so we can keep getting our share. I don't think I brought enough gold coins to pay for... Damn! I don't think I brought enough gold coins to pay for this. Wait right there. Did you hear what happened at the crossroads? Of course, I know what happened at the southern swamp. I see. Oh ho. Quite the noisy market, isn't it? So many rumors flying to and fro. Indeed, things gather where people gather. But lately, there's only been one topic on everyone's mind. The subterranean red dragon. My baby! Joseph? Oh, are you finally calling me by that name? A friend of yours? And incredibly old at that. Not so much a friend, more of a freeloader. That's better than I thought. I'm glad to hear that. Are you well enough to be up and about? Peace and quiet has been impossible to come by these past few days. I can't get a wink of sleep. I wanted to find out why it's so noisy, so what's this news you're talking about? Word is, the red dragon has awakened. A whole crowd saw it swimming through the ley line on the solstice a few days ago. It was a dragon with scales like a sunset. But there hasn't been a sighting of it since. I can only hope that it was swimming half asleep. The red dragon, eh? The one from legend? Shh. Don't say another word about it. You'll jinx it. Everyone's up in a tizzy about it. But nobody wants this island to descend into turmoil. Here's your money. Come again soon. Thank you. Those rumors are about her, aren't they? Yeah. So yep. Jisei is the red dragon. One before the sun casts a shadow. 2 for the lips of the silver arrow. 3 for the 4-leaf earring. 4 for the morning stones. A spell for confidentiality. Yep, may the 5 rings be buried. The commotion will only get worse if we're overheard. But the dragon they're talking about is her, isn't it? What makes you think so? The factors are being drawn together. Just as a fire creates wind and wind in turn creates a path for the fire, so too do causes and factors attract and amplify one another. And the closest being to a dragon on the island is the one who was cursed by a dragon. So think of it this way: if you are a fairy tale reader, dragon slayers used to turn into dragons at some point. Like, it's kind of like the best example is look at Acnologia and Irene. They ended up eventually turned into dragons, and Elfsaria did too. She's avaricious, strong-willed, and enough. I see what you did here with talking about the wings for ZOEY. She's avaricious, strong-willed, and enough of a glutton to devour my memory. I wouldn't be surprised if she transformed into a dragon. I don't know. So yeah, she's gonna be. It's gonna be an Irene situation. You know what? It's not. I feel like this is kind of like more of a Yakuza. Oh yeah, you can make the argument that it is an Irene and this is. I feel like this is more of a Yakuto situation from Dead Rock, because I'm spoiling Dead Rock, deal with it. Because Yakuto was cursed. He has the Black Dragon curse. and eventually he will die. But like die in the way of turning into Agnologia, so to speak, the Black Dragon. That's what this is kind of giving me. I don't know how we can cover this up. But if the crowd's new, huh? Let's go home. Chisei must be worried about us. Why is it always Chisei this, Chisei that with you? I don't know why you're leaving me at Lars. I haven't changed at all on the inside. I'm just sleepy. That's all. Why you sleepy? That's all, well, baby. Because Chisei is worried about you, and you mean her no harm for the moment. So keeping you around makes no difference to me. For the love of, this is why I can't stand you, Shadowborn. You have the audacity to imitate humans whom you only understand on a surface level. Is it fun for you to play human in that fleshy husk? That reminds me that the first thing you ever said to me was you've attained human flesh. The neighbors also call me a Shadowborn, but they won't tell me what it means. I believe I've attained a near human form because I've eaten humans, but I have no memory of it. Do you know something about it that I don't? Did I say that? I don't even remember. My memory is riddled with holes I can't control. What rises to the surface? Come on, think a little harder. Think a little harder than that. You gave Chisei all your memories, but when it comes to me, I don't even know where to start with you. Elias, I've been looking all over for you. Huh? Is that Joseph? Is Joseph with you too? Chisei, carry me. Huh? Just do it. Didn't I act as your teddy bear the other day? Yeah, you want Joseph to be my teddy bear? What? I mean, okay. Was there something down the road? There's a market there sometimes. It's a place for buying and selling goods and exchanging information in the form of small talk. Huh? Oh, there's a letter from the college for you. I was told to give it to you by hand. Did you talk? What? She's scared, Joseph. Did you toss one aside and forget about in the past? Yeah. Something like that. Small talk, huh? By the way, I heard some small talk from Oberon and Titania. Small talk from them? I believe they said a storm is brewing in the east and a distant land beyond the Great Wall, or something like that. Storm in the east? Do you know what it means? It means a storm that comes with a cold wave. It's been an ill omen in Britain since the days of yore. Let's see if your Westerlies can save you again. Good luck, Hilda. I'll wait for your good news. Take care of yourself, Lindsay. Don't forget the ancient ones are very particular about etiquette. I'll keep that in mind. Ow, don't be hasty. Have some patience. Oh! Remember the creature they saw in the bushes? The twins saw in the bushes a while ago. That's what that ow is. But let's go back. First of all, Joseph is there with him! Yes! But this, though. But this. I'm very curious what you guys think about this. Will Chisei... Do you guys think Chisei is going to be in like a Yakuto slash Agnologia slash Irene kind of situation? I honestly do. I really do. I think this is going to be very much like it's going to be very much like a fairy tale slash Dead Rock situation. I honestly do. But I'm very curious what you guys think. I love that Joseph is there. I love that Joseph is there. But I'm curious what you guys think about this, especially the creature, the other creature there. I want to go back to what we saw at the beginning, the factors. Because I think there's a couple of factors. I hope we can meet him soon, don't you, Master? I think what they're referring to is, in terms of him, I feel like they're referring to the creature we saw, that's with the twins. I think that's one of them. And I think the other thing they're referring to is in terms of the factors, I think they're referring to what the stuff with the twins. I think that him is, I think they're referring to Joseph in regards to him. But that's a great question, though. Why did the residue attack the demi-human? Why is the residue attacking humans right now? But yeah, let me go back to what we saw at the ending of this chapter, though. Let's see. But yeah, that's the twins. The twins have been possessed. I think that's what they were referring to, the twins, because the twins got possessed. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the twins got possessed? I think that's the case. I think the twin, and I think that's who they were referring to at the beginning of this chapter. I think they were referring to the twins. But it's interesting. I gotta say, in regards to the Gorgons, to the beginning of this chapter, in terms of structure, I really like how this was done. I like that we had the beginning of the chapter, like how everything was done there, how that was ultimately connected to the end of the chapter with the fact, with the hold on, let me go, with who with the mate, ultimately, that dark mage, let's be real, because it's a dark mage, who they ultimately want to meet. It's who is possessing the twins. Let's see. And then the people, now we know that mage is unleashing the residue. We do know that. So but why are they releasing the residue is the question. That's a really good question. But then we have the other thing with ZOEY and his wings coming into play too. And that was connected ultimately to Joseph talking about Chisei being a dragon and turning into a dragon. But let's go back to what he was saying about this, though. But there are very rare cases where a Gorgon will change. We call it atavism, which is literally what Joseph said about Chisei. Yeah. Ooh, this is going to be very interesting. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about these chapters, and what do you, especially like in terms of the structure and all that? And what do you guys think about like especially like with Zoe and she say, and you know what? I just realized this too. Remember what uh who else was there? Chise and Zoe were there when or sorry, Zoe was there with Chise when Oberon was telling her, was warned her about what's to come. So I feel like I gotta wonder if Zoe becoming avarice is going to come into play in all of this. I'm very curious what you guys think, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerd Against Ink. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we could keep bringing you more ancient Magus' Bride content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.